Good morning, guys. Welcome to another video. It's early in the morning, it's cold, and I'm a little stressed out. Today's Saturday. I have a drift event next Sunday, and I haven't done anything to my car. So, got to get to it today. So, last time I drove the E36, that's a trash can. I get them so confused. Last time I drove the E36, I thought drift season was over, and I just kind of went to the streets, kind of messed around, and my exhaust fell off, for one. I didn't really have the tools to fix it at the time, so kind of bungeed it up with some metal zip ties, and then also my rear bushing for my shock for the max speeding rod coils that it came with blew out. So I haven't drove the car since. As you see, my exhaust is actually still hanging. So first thing I'm gonna do is fix this exhaust. It's gonna take 15 seconds now that I have the right tools since I'm in the garage, and I'm gonna swap out those rear shocks, and then we're gonna go install something else. I ain't gonna tell you what it is yet, but it's actually right there in the title. So yes, we're installing the CNC71 Angle Kit. So we're actually gonna put an angle kit on this time, and I'm excited for that. So I'm gonna actually have angle at the next drift event. So I'm bid on stock angle the whole time. Let's put on an angle kit. But first, let's fix the other stuff. All right, exhaust is back up. Like I said, it was just a bolt, but I'm gonna put another nut on there just in case that one wants to try to vibrate loose too. But here's the real enemy right here. Look at that. That's dangerous. And that one is actually on the way to do it too. So let's go ahead and get these out of here. So I just got some stock shocks, some stock OEM shocks. Probably not the best. They're actually not blown, surprisingly. Usually they're all blown when you take them off. But has a good bushing, and for a temporary solution, they should be fine. Should last me a weekend, maybe 2 events, I don't know. But I'll get real coilovers later. But for today, this is what we're doing. This was free, so why not? And I'm in a time crunch. All right, job complete. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the other side off camera. Hopefully these shocks don't ride like shit. If they do, probably won't even notice. All right, I'm trying to take it for a quick spin, see how it feels. I have not drove this thing in like a month. Hopefully it starts. It's been cold. Took a second. Good job. All right, well, they seem fine. I mean, I'm just driving around the neighborhood, but I thought they'd be like maybe super bouncy and blown, but they just feels the same, honestly. I haven't driven this car in a long time, and I forgot how loud and vibrating it is. Everything's solid mounts, welded diff, race car. Yeah, it's fine. All right, cool. So, on to the shop. Well, what's going on, guys? I actually pulled in straight ahead, and then I had to turn around because he actually wants to back in. But we are at Good Things Automotive. This is his personal shop. They have red E36 coming in. You guys might recognize that. That's Andrew Coates' car. I rode with him on one of my ride-alongs. He's like a lot of motivation for me to get better because I'm trying to be like him, and now he's talking about boosting the car. Let me catch up first, and then I'm gonna boost this car eventually too, but I need to max out what I got first. So today we're gonna be installing the angle kit, and excited for that. So all right, so here's the whole kit out of the box. Comes with the tie rods, the arms, Comes with everything, little adapters, new bolts, and basically everything's just gonna be direct swap, direct bolt on. And just making some room, removing the brakes, and smoking them out first. So you guys met Andrew. This is Chris. He also has an E36, but his is S54 swap. And together they got the E36 wagon that I look at all the time. Oh, that's yours?
Oh yeah, I do the rotary shit. Yeah, so the rotary is Andy's little showstopper, and the wagon's gonna be mine.
Gotcha.
All right. Let's go for the sway bar next. Right?
All right.
I worked on an FB RX7, so the 87, 86 the other day.
Mm-hmm.
The rustiest. It came from Ohio. Kit. It looked fucking great from the outside. Put it up on the lift, and it was the rustiest thing I'd ever seen. And I did a trans brace and motor mounts and trans mounts. And I fought with rust for longer. I've never had rust like that before. I swept a huge fucking pile when I was done. And I told him, dude, you got some problems underneath this fucker. Where's my oh, sorry, Chris. Where's the trusty?
The big boy.
It's still smoking a little, but that's right. Alright, let's pull off this knuckle and start from there. Now we can loosen this bolt all the way out, and if we have to, we can reconnect before hammering.
Yeah.
For leverage and stuff like that, but at least we can get to it. Now, is it a... Yep. Our best to save the boot as always, because, well, you have new arms, so it's not like we're going to extend these, but you could always extend them and sell them, or sell them to someone who wants to extend them. That's if we save the bushings. They're in good condition. Tommy's got one on an air hammer that I use sometimes that I really like.
Really?
That's the one I recommend. I hope that's not going to work. We got it straight on it.
So he's phoning a friend because this ball joint is just not coming out. It's his editing, so you guys have probably seen 20 seconds of it. We've been at this for like 30, 40 minutes. Oh, I just been holding the camera. I'm lazy today. I was gonna try to do this on my garage, and I knew in my head that it was not gonna be easy. I don't have a torch, I don't have a pickle fork, I don't have none of that stuff. So I'm like, this is not gonna go well if I try it myself. So that's why I hit them up, and I knew they'd be, excited to see me out there and see me do this type of stuff. So they were the only ones I even told I was getting an angle kit. I ain't even told like people like on Instagram or anything that I got an angle kit. So y'all are hearing it first. But we're gonna get this kit installed. And by the way, I got this from Drift HQ, and they gave me a discount code. So I got this kit 10% off. So use code It's Black 10. You can save 10% on anything from Drift HQ now, entire order. And if you want to make it easy, you can click directly on the link. There's a link in the description that automatically adds the discount code when you're done shopping. So I mean, obviously the kit's not installed yet, but we'll see how the kit does. And but yeah, anything else, Drift HQ, they got everything. Got E36 stuff, S chassis stuff, E46, like pretty much anything. I mean, Drift HQ stands for headquarters. So I mean, anything drift related, you're gonna find on drifthq.com. So it's Black 10, save 10%. Let's try to get this thing working.
That bitch is stretching. The whole ball joint's coming up. I got it. It's 10 mil bolts.
All right, the camera died right when we got the ball joint out there. I don't know, it might have caught the clip right at the end, I'm not sure. But the ball joint is out, now we're working on the middle one. We were so focused on hitting it down that while it was sitting there, I just kind of like hit it up and it came right out after 2 hits. So that might be the strategy. So we're still working on the middle one with 2 flamethrowers, and then we're gonna do the other side. So should have this done eventually.
Previous owner used a yellow Loctite on those. I've never seen.
Yeah, previous owner did a lot of bullshit on this car.
But you are undoing the bullshit.
Yes.
That's how it works. It's the best part.
Previous owner had the fuel line zip tied.
From what?
No, like no hose clamp, zip ties.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
No, like not. I thought you meant like zip tied under the body.
No, it was and I found that out when I removed that metal coolant pipe that goes into the back of the block, and it was because it was RTV'd, didn't have O-rings.
What the fuck?
There's been so much shit wrong with this car.
How does he? Okay, good for that guy. You know, he got
Hey, the only thing I know that's good on this car is the engine, because it was mine.
and it's looking good.
Yeah.
When we're out there abusing it, it sounds good.
Yeah.
We know the front suspension's good.
Could be better.
We know the front arms are good. You know, Chris got an extra set of feels in a box around here somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I know, right?
Yeah, I can use a sponsor.
Might have to talk to Good Things sponsorship, Chris. I'm the wrenches, he's the money. Let's see how it goes. Oh, good guy. You want to give it your upward hit before we even start?
Yeah, we can try.
I'm like, because if it works, dude, then I'm just going to give you my shot. All right, let's love on it.
All right.
All right. We thought, you know, we'll give it the what do you want to call that? Black's special hammer treatment? Because we worked on it for a while and you one swinged it. So if we can do that again, that'd be great.
Oh. Cool.
Was it?
Yep.
All right. You know, you always miss the good things whenever I try to do this. Every time I've ever tried to film.
Perfect. Hopefully the middle comes out easy, then
Hey man,
all the new stuff.
The last one did with your little reverse geometry thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked.
I'll try it. So we got one more thing to get out, and then all the new stuff is going on. And it should be easy to put on because it's all new bolts, all new threads. This is still charging. Forgot I had a GoPro.
Oh, it's almost hand tied already. No.
This was for my auxiliary fan and got caught up in
I
something.
was wondering what that was.
Yep.
I was gonna ask later on, one thing at a time, right?
So this thing is sitting here doing nothing now. I'll have to find another harness. Just
No, I'm
attach
probably
it
gonna
or
end up
something.
building one of the. I've got these custom shrouds that I did for Red Car that I'm gonna start producing for everyone. And instead of a 16 that runs right into this crank bolt here, that everyone has a water pump bolt. I mean.
Yeah.
And you're a clutch fan, so.
Yeah.
But everyone has to run a narrow 16 because they always run into that water pump bolt. But I made a fucking fan shroud that's a fucking 12 and a 9, and it sets in between that bolt. So you got 21 inches of fan, and they're thicker than those 12 than the 16s are everyone runs. So I effectively got like 3,800 CFM
Well,
from those 2 little fans. Yeah, like almost clutch fan capacity. Not quite. Clutch fans are incredible. You will never beat a clutch fan. And since you have solid mounts,
yeah,
as long as you keep
that's
them,
the reason I went solid mounts too.
As long as you have solid mounts, keep them tight, and you can run a clutch fan forever. It will never take your rad out. Heat this the fuck up, and then do your little
reverse.
We had a pickle fork in it, right?
I had a pickle fork, and then I hammered this way.
I thought you just fucking dove into it.
No, did I? No, I hammered.
You hammered?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There it goes.
That was easy.
Well, way easier than the other side. Way easier than the other side.
So we struggled with the brakes on this side.
Or we struggled with the ball joints on this side. But we are officially in installation time now.
Yes.
We just gotta pull that F down. Okay, we need to start. We need new sway. Where are your sway bar bolt? There are new sway bar ends. Does it say you have new sway bar ends? Maybe they mount in like right about here. And come on. We made it.
I hear an S54.
Can we get here? What up? You good?
All right, you gotta pop the hood.
Yeah.
I gotta go forward a little bit.
No, you're good. Pop the hood for him.
The Cody style.
I had that style for a while.
Yeah, everyone does that style eventually.
Covered in coolant. My line just split right there. So I just got a new line from all the locals.
Nice. Oh yeah, that is an old hose.
Oh yeah.
So that one's probably gonna be next.
Yeah, right. So the motor's probably got, I'd say 300 miles on it. 3, 4, 500 miles on it. Less than 1,000. And we built it here. Let's see.
Yep. It goes. So is S54 swapping an E36 hard? It looks like
It's super easy.
it looks like
You use S52 transmission mounts. I'm sorry, S52 engine mounts. Then you use a ZF 5-speed out of an S52. Use an S52 clutch. I think S52 flywheel is the same as the S54. So pretty much your clutch kits are the same. Your motor mounts are the same. It drops right in.
wow.
I use an E36 power steering pump and E36 alternator on it. So E36 steering rack. I think the 46s are the same, but
Alright, this is the right knuckle, correct? Yeah, tie rod. Okay.
it's simple. It's
Good-
just
good to know.
S54.
Good enough.
Is it steering here on top? Or does it mount on the bottom? Now, I would assume bottom. But I'm going to take a moment and find out. Well, I'm looking now at the knuckle
Exactly,
itself.
it's not on
It's
the-
not on, even on their example drawing.
No.
It'll be on a YouTube video or an Instagram picture.
And in different languages.
Every time I plug this car in the computer, it's German, and we have to translate it.
So for this kit, there's not a lot of people here in America that use it. So I try to look up YouTube install
I got a
videos,
couple
and
to
they've all
show.
been in like Russian.
Yeah, here, CNC71 we got. Their actual, the one from CNC is in a different language.
Esto, como podéis ver, lo que va a hacer es desplazarnos el punto de apoyo, digamos, de la rótula de dirección original. Nos lo manda de aquí a aquí, por eso nos va a dar más
That's
apertura. Y
So it's funny, it's on the bottom. He said punto and pollo there in the same sentence. What the fuck is he talking about?
That's before I added spacers.
Oh, okay.
That's when I realized I needed spacers.
Can I paint this for you so we can check it?
Yeah.
Andrew, we're gonna paint that real quick before we put the arms on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, after I added spacers, it stopped rubbing, and that's when I stopped spinning out.
Yep. And thank God, like, good on them for sending nylon lock washers, because no one ever does that anymore.
I know.
But we'll still possibly do a little red Loctite on these before we cinch them all the way down. these never have to move. They're not adjustable.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
they should never move again. They should be yeah. So let's get some red. So many different types lying around. Impact. I'm hard pressed. We can use these, of course, because they're nice. But these are set screwed. And of course, I guess we'll just set screw the other ones as well. We'll just we'll just set it.
Really, the set screws only needed on the passenger side. People do them on both sides, but it's because the headers heat up this one and it ends up melting.
This is the passenger side.
They both have them though.
But that's so. If you should always put a set screw in your passenger, but you should just run along with it.
All right, should we press this out real quick? Let me get the set screw out. Success! Alright, let's throw this kit in. We are literally a bushing away.
You know, not in terrible condition for an unknown. You know,
It's not bad at all.
it's a little wore out right here, but not bad at all. My three-pronged stool is the best stool in the shop. Don't let anyone tell you wrong. All right. Ready.
Girl! Bro, dude, did you see that? Let me get another cheater part.
And we lifted it clean off the ground.
I told you, dude, you got a little strength behind that hammer.
Do you know when they make BMW rods and pistons, the rod cap is actually one piece with the rod in a full circle, and they break them? I think they do it with some type of like
I heard
harmonics.
that. So when you put them back together, you have to use the same exact
Exactly.
parts.
And they fit perfectly.
Yeah.
Same rod, same direction, same cap.
I think we're ready, bro. If this can't get any sketchier, I don't know what we're gonna do. Let me get a ratchet real quick.
So we just locked the bolt
So you're trying
back
to
here,
make it sketchier than it already is?
so it
Yeah.
stays
100%.
bolts to line.
Well, because we're junking this block, so we're not worried about the block. Just want to take apart for this crank. I'm trying to be nice to the crank, but I'm also not being nice to the crank. Ready, bro? Ready? That's it. That was it. That's fucking it. Let's see if the impact will take it now. I think Mike just got it with his big old dad strength.
Yeah, that's
We don't have dad
father
strength here. We'll gain that one day. Degenerates.
Hey.
Alright. That was surprisingly like trickier than you would expect to press. I
Yeah.
always use billet F cab, so I never do these, but you gotta line it up just perfect to press it in. But it'll go.
And these go on the arms, and then they press into here.
There it is.
Oop, there goes our other one. Oh, that felt good.
New parts.
I never impact these. It's just not worth losing them, you know?
Yeah.
And it's always... I mean, it goes pretty deep, so I guess you can, but... nice.
Oh, it just spun.
Oh, it has a spun rod bearing?
Yeah.
Damn, bro, camber gang, boy. Back in the stance car, boy.
One side is in your rod cap. Just clicks in cleanly, normally, just like that. You can see, clicks in there. And then the other side is on your actual rod, and they mate together, and they're supposed to stay perfectly like this. These are not supposed to rotate. But these got turned sideways in the cap like this, and proceeded to weld themselves to the crank. And that's why they're sideways in there.
Damn. Spun a rod bearing.
Used motor, junkyard motor, we didn't know what to expect.
Is we're gonna bottom out this nut. And we're gonna spin this all the way on.
Oh, that rod is welded to the crank.
And then
Oh.
Because the rod's on the backside of those spin bearings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still welded to the crank. That's one thing.
He's having so much fun over there.
What?
I think this is the key to working on these cars.
So for the sway bar linkage, this little guy right here, got to take the one off the old arm. He has one. Where's the other arm?
There you go, nice and straight.
So we have to take this off and put them on our new arms, but the threads at the bottom don't go down far enough for this thick ass arm. So we're trying to take it apart, but it's not coming apart.
That's gonna break before that nut comes out for that one. I mean, we just straighten it back, but look, it's already starting to see how it's all the rust is cracked there.
Yeah.
It's spare, showing fresh metal again.
Alright, Chris.
Alright, sorry this vlog is kind of all over the place. We're kind of all over the place. All three doing different things, and I grab the camera sometimes I don't, and then I go back and forth, and then, but we're 99% installed. So wheel is on without the spacer. So fuck ton of camber. We're gonna put it on the ground and see what it looks like, but yeah. I had 20 mil spacers on there. I don't need them anymore. Not until I get some overfit.
Once you get over,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you an ET20 and then that 20 mil as well. We're gonna get you right.
Which will be style 5s or style 19s.
Yes, sir. This is just a quick and dirty alignment. We're at 66 and 7/8 on the front. Let's go to the back. Get it up as high before you hit anything, before like you hit frame rail or anything.
All right.
All right.
Alright, we're gonna have to raise the front probably.
The suspense is killing me.
Clear underneath.
Oh. Oh.
Low, it's super drivable.
Yeah,
We should probably raise it a little bit.
that's a lot of camber. Like 6-7 degrees.
We can put it right there. That's max as we can get with the keys the way they are for now. And that'll get you home.
How much angle does that? Because we haven't seen that
Are
yet.
you ready?
Damn.
Fun. That's wonderful. And think, when you get the new wheel, it's going to be way more.
He's rubbing a little
I
bit.
heard it.
Yeah, well, he's rubbing because he's max lock on an E240 with no spacers.
Oh yeah, you're right. You need to get a 20.
Yeah.
And we need to roll your fenders back.
All right, full kit is installed now. Everything, taking the old stuff off was definitely harder than putting on the new stuff. Took a little bit longer than expected, but everything does mount up. There was no grinding, no cutting. So this is a direct bolt-on kit. So CNC Drift HQ, thank you for this. And yeah, sorry that, again, this vlog is kind of all over the place, but you'll see more of this car very soon. So, but everything's tight, everything's good. The only thing we did not figure out is the sway bar things, because these bolts do not come out. We've tried hammer, we tried heat, I even tried the press, and it just was not coming out. So maybe I gotta find some longer sway bar adapters or something. I don't know. But do you use front sway bars?
Yeah, but we run the SLR in things.
Gotcha.
We'll look into the SLR ones to see if we can maybe modify these arms to accept them if we can't get your system, your setup fixed. Yeah, we'll try to run your potential setup, and if not, we'll just have someone weld 2 ears right here.
Mm-hmm.
And mount the direct link to the arm right there.
Yeah.
But let's try and at least use their kit first.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for this one. Has a lot of angle.
Did you lean it? Did you turn it?
Little bit.
That's with an E240.
That's some good acumen too.
Right? That's what I was looking at. Look at that. A little bit of the scrub. It's not equal. It's not unequal, but it's not equal.
So it will turn even more with
Bunch more.
wow.
Bunch more.
So
Because think about this. So you're going to be good, especially when you add caster. Oh my God, look, to add probably 20 mil or more and not touch here. And if you add casters, I'm not sure if you can with these, but if you get adjustable lollipops, then you can push the tire forward and you can run even more. And that's just more space before you connect here.
So that's where we rub too. So what we'll do for you is we'll get you on a set of ET20 wheels, roll your front fenders like crazy and pull them, and then
Put you at like 5.5
we'll
degrees of
put
camber.
rack stops in right here to actually stop your steering rack and keep it, like limit it to about right here.
okay.
And that way it won't grab you a whole lot.
Gotcha.
I got a set in that white to the right in that second story box. Yep, in there. And they clip onto the steering rack and limit you from moving too
Gotcha.
far.
All right, I'm gonna take a couple pictures. I am officially a hot boy now.
Let's go.
Holy shit, this looks crazy in the picture. Look at this.
Let's go.
Let's go, dude.
That looks crazy.
Chris,
Holy
where's my
shit.
broken
That's your
wood?
acumen, you know what I mean? Because in theory, imagine when you're a rollerblader going down the hill.
Yeah.
You drag that 1 foot behind you a little bit to slow down.
Yeah.
It's essentially what that tire is doing. It's
Huh.
dragging that 1 foot behind you as you're at full lock, steadying the car out.
Huh. Good to know.
And I don't know where my keys are.
Alright guys, it's the next morning. Sorry it was dark last night by the time we finished. We started the job at like 3 o'clock and we didn't finish till 10:30, so it definitely took longer than expected. Suspension settled a little bit, so it definitely needs to be raised. Looks dope though, it's like perfect fitment. But it's starting to hail and it's supposed to snow later, so you can see the hail coming down now. I'm going back inside because Jesus Christ. Woo. So yes, the suspension needs to be raised. Still need to get a proper alignment. Try to visit Simon before the next event, which is next weekend. We'll see. Time is limited. But thank you, Andrew and Chris. They want to do a YouTube. They should do a YouTube. And if they do a YouTube, I think it'd be great. I think a lot of you guys will watch it too. But for now, you can follow their Instagram. They do a lot of reels on there and stuff like that. So follow the Instagram at drift.things, and you can stay up to date on their builds and their events and stuff like that. So definitely check them out. Thank you guys again for helping me out, because doing this in the garage, I knew it was gonna be a pain in the ass. So I didn't even make the attempt. So but that's gonna do it for this video. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. It's cold. I'm going in the house. Sorry, this video is kind of all over the place. But yeah, it was not my typical instructional type video, but it really is direct bolt on. You take one thing off, put the other thing back on, and then the start of it, everything was rusted, and it was really hard to get that first ball joint off, and I knew that was going to be like the whole video, and it pretty much was. Most stuff was really, really hard to get off, even the brakes on one side, so it is what it is. So thanks for watching. Deuces. We'll see you guys in the next video.